ギリギリのスピードで世界は回ってくんだ今僕にできることを探しに行こうきっとねそこには確かな揺るがないものがあった最高高く高く空へ今フライハイ
Hey everybody, it's Raiza51 here. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Megadimension Neptunia VIIR. We are finally done with the Zero Dimension section, and now it's time to move on to Hyperdimension Neptunia G, Golden Leaders, Reconstructors like Game History. Let's not waste any time and jump right on in. I know they're going to talk immediately, so...
It's been a few days since Neptune and I returned from the Zero Dimension. When we got back, we threw a small tea party to apologize to everyone for worrying them, but also to thank them for helping us. However, game industry was still in the middle of the CPU shift period, so we were worried everyone would be too busy to accept our invitation. But day by day, the baseless slander and terrible rumors against Neptune and the others have piled up. It seems they all had way more stress piled up than I thought.
So, still not going well though.
Who's the jerk who posted on that image board saying I'm a lonely protector without any friends? It's spreading everywhere!
I'm having similar issues. There are claims that I've been excessively purchasing expensive teas from multiple shops, but I've been home all day.
Same. There are tons of Amazu product reviews written in my name for some reason. They're all pretty negative. Weird ones, too. Some products have gotten 100 low ratings in just 2 weeks. And these people are misspelling words in the reviews just to piss me off. For some reason, people are being led to believe it's from my supposed secret account.
Oh boy.
Well,
those
get
are a
this.
load of crap
They're all
from all you
posting
three.
that I push all
Oh,
my
you're
work
three
on
second.
Neptunia and Isti, and all I do is goof off. How rude.
Neptune, that...
Is she joking?
I'm sorry, that's true.
Everyone wanted to voice their complaints, so they made
You
time
gotta
to
do
come to
most
our
of the
party.
time.
So, it's the same for everyone, huh? What terrible times we're living in. This is an awful mess.
Thanks to this, I can't go on without eating my feelings via delicious sweets. I'll end up putting on more mass at this rate.
You can't gain weight though. You're a
mean,
goddess,
the test is
so it's
going to get
impossible.
larger?
Yeah,
There
that
are
probably
some
will happen.
real
The
meanies
chest
out
cherry
there.
will.
How can they write all these letters with a straight face on?
Excuse me.
I feel so bad for Blonde.
I can think of 2 reasons. One is that this is the work of pranksters. The other is that this is an elaborate scheme set for our ruin. If it is the latter, it could be assumed that it's the work of hostile nations. But that almost seems inconceivable.
All of our sisters are great friends.
Indeed. That is why I hope the 4 of us can endure these troubling times.
Hey, Neptune, didn't you say you had something important to tell us at this tea party?
Yeah, now that I remember, you did mention that. I was too busy complaining, so I forgot.
Yep, that I do. It completely slipped my mind, too. You see, I was thinking since times are tough, we should get through this as one big team instead of dealing with it individually.
A surprisingly good idea coming from you, Neptune. I was starting to feel like I was at my limits working alone.
Oh, I know. They say 3 heads are better than 1, so we should be helping each other.
Helping each other out, huh? I do think it's a good idea, but it'll probably be spun in a way that'll just fan the flames.
I can
It's
see
not
the
all working
criticisms in
ever.
tomorrow's headlines. The New World Order has begun. Or, meet the CPUs who can't do anything on their own.
I think you might be thinking a little too pessimistically.
You'd understand if you'd been hounded by criticisms for this long. Imagine if every one of your good intentions were skewed by the public so fault was found in them. You'd get pretty pessimistic too.
But I think it's worth trying. Since this is Neptune we're talking about, I'm sure she has an amazing idea.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
I think your expectations are too high, but what do you think, Neptune?
Well, I think it'd be awesome if all our nations got together and threw a giant festival.
A festival? Our nations already have those every year.
You're thinking too small, Noir. I want to set up a multi-nation festival. A festival to celebrate all of game industry. And we can use up everyone's national budgets to throw the biggest party
The budget
ever.
part might be a problem.
I think that's going a little too far.
No, that's a good idea.
What?
Hear me out. I'm ignoring the part about blowing the budget, of course.
Okay.
Oh, good.
No, you guys need
I'm
money.
in agreement
You guys
with
need
Neptune's
credits.
proposal.
Don't
We've
want to
been
lose
working
that.
separately until now, but we can turn the tide with a move like this.
You're right. We might just get the chance to weed out whoever's been distributing strange information, too.
Distributing strange information?
I'm not certain, but I think someone has been spreading rumors and lies about us to cast the people into a state of mistrust and unease.
This is merely conjecture, but the scope of this work suggests the effort of a group. Otherwise, this amount of information control is impossible.
I guess while I was in the other world, you all have been investigating this quite a bit.
Well, aside from the fact that Neptune is as dense as usual when it comes to something important, let's try throwing this Game Industry Appreciation Festival.
Then let's all make the festival a huge success!
Well, that was a release. Alright, Hyperdimension Neptunia G is the next thing we're doing, which was with Gold 3rd. But there's Bisha, Sisha, Keisha, and Hesha. Only a couple of the sections I know can be a bit difficult. I mean, back in B2 it was. Bird Story, not really that tough. Blondes was probably the more difficult, along with Noirs. Neptune's, I would say probably a bit around Bisha's. Going to fight Bisha at the least, but it's not too difficult. This bit, as long as you grind it up, you'll be okay. But I think for this, probably about the same. But well, we'll go through each one and we'll go over each one and go from there. I do like this chapter though. I do like them all. So let's see. You can see.
The months that followed that tea party passed by quickly, and the Game Industry Appreciation Festival was successfully executed. Before the festival, the rumors and accusations about the CPUs had both increased and worsened. But ever since the festival began, those lies quickly disappeared. Perhaps everyone was enjoying the festival too much to care anymore.
Yeah, she was just having fun.
It looked like all the shares lost by the CPUs were being restored.
Yeah, just mostly on your show folks having fun. Not worried about the issues too much.
Me too. I thought there would be a lot of backlash, but people from all the nations happily worked together, which helped a lot.
That definitely surprised me. It'd be sweet if everyone's faith in our sisters was restored after this. Even just a little bit.
Everyone seems to be enjoying the festival, so I'm sure that'll happen.
I hope so.
Nepgear! Uni, we found you!
Found you! Look at this! I got some crepes from that old man at the stall. Wow, those look delicious. Would you let me have a bite? Ta-da! We brought some for both of you. He gave it to us as a thanks for a fun festival.
Well, that's nice of him.
See, Uni? It's just like I said.
You're right. Maybe I was just being cynical. Hey, isn't it almost time?
Time?
You know, for the Grand Prix finals! Our sisters are fighting, so we gotta go cheer them on! Ram, wait for me!
Yeah, we can't miss it, so let's hurry.
Hey, don't leave us behind! Wait up!
And so, as if we were ignoring our needless fears, the hugely successful festival approached its final day. That was also the day when the centerpiece of the festival, the finals league of the G1 Grand Prix, would begin. That's where fierce battles between warriors from all over game industry were waged. Oh, by the way, it was a little disappointing, but I lost to Vert in the final qualifying round. At least I made 5th place, though.
5th place ain't bad.
I would personally like
Good job,
Neptune to
Nepgear.
win.
Good
But
job.
please, everyone, do your best.
Yeah, go to you 4.
So it's come down to us four after all.
As expected.
This is perfect. Let's use this as a chance to see which one of us is the strongest goddess.
Splendid! This is the perfect opportunity for me to show off my strength before all the nations.
Goodness, you all get so overly confident when you're in your HDD forms.
Well, what do you say, Neptune?
I don't mind. If I'm victorious here, it will mean that Planetoon's future will be bright and my place secured.
It's decided then. We won't waste time with boring one-on-one matches.
You'll do great regardless.
Let's
So,
end this with a four-woman
let's see how this
Hey,
goes.
hold off on that match for a second.
What the?
What the?
Huh?
Who is that? Show yourself immediately!
Hey, come on. We're about to see a good battle here. Who's gonna interrupt to be a bunch of buzzkills and such? Like a cutscene go.
You say you don't know who we are, huh? Well, let me enlighten you.
We are those who reign from the 4 golden summits. We will call ourselves the Gold Third.
Yep, hi, ladies. About time you showed up. Fortunately,
Gold
in a
third!
great battle.
I don't really get how that makes sense if there are four of you, but step aside! Get out of the way of our final match!
So rude! Can't you see we're livening up this boring party? Normally, for this kind of service, I'd charge you guys more than you could afford.
Is money your objective? Even if you were to extort us, we are not about to hand over control of game industry.
Control of game industry? Not interested.
Then what the hell is it? Are you little
That's just so
doggies
noisy
gonna
to say that
bark
every
all
time.
day, or are you gonna freaking fight?
That's right. I've always wanted to try my hand against a CPU.
How interesting. Do you all believe you can win against us?
It isn't a question. It'll simply be done.
You have a strong resolve. Very well. We will be your opponents.
Okay. And yeah, we start a lot higher level. You guys higher than purple about what level? The hell. You've been level probably behind my back. Anyway. Yeah, normally you start around 25 in B2, but B2 it's 35, 36 now, so big
I'll
difference.
face you full power from the beginning.
And as always, we can't fight. We can't fight them, so
I will never
just
be
gonna have
I'll be
to
the one to end
defend
this.
for now.
Up, down,
Jeebus.
Okay, are you ready?
Next.
Not bad.
Ron's really taking it well, though. I'm surprised. I'm quite impressed. Yow!
Prepare yourself.
Come on.
Choose you.
Actually, you haven't done anything yet. Come on.
see the end. You won't escape.
Thank you.
I won't.
So, Esha was by doing absolutely nothing. She didn't get a chance to attack once. Everyone else did.
This can't be. We're going to lose?
Forgot to put
This
on.
isn't
My bad.
possible.
I
Yeah.
didn't think we would win.
Lost. It's a cold third of all
Of
things.
course we would. We're strong after all.
I mean,
Just
it's not
when we've
bad
gotten
thing, but
everyone
it is a
excited.
shocker for everyone else.
If it ends like this at the last moment, this will be a freaking mess to clean up.
The time has come. I've been waiting for this moment.
And hello, mysterious voice.
This world and its CPUs can no longer fight against these negative emotions.
Wait!
Don't Neb.
That's...
You can't! Anything but that!
Now, let us begin the reorganization of this world. This game industry. The world has been rewritten. Now, General Affimojas, what do you desire of this newly reorganized world?
Well, I will require as much
I will. Affimojas.
Money, is it? It seems the greedy exist in any era. Are you planning on starting a war?
war. Conflict that relies solely on arms is conflict of the days of old. In this century, Information wars reign supreme. Not only this, but information exists as both weapons and wealth simultaneously. This is the very reason my secret association, Affimojas, exists.
I see. You're more of an intellectual than your appearance suggests. But it wouldn't be good of you to forget our promise, now would it?
Do not fear. I have not forgotten. I have already prepared the acquisition at your request. My subordinate is on the move.
Ah, yes. Your subordinate. Steamax, was it? When will you introduce me?
He obeys me and follows only my commands. I have no intention of him making your acquaintance.
Well then.
How cold. And here I've lent you the few funds I have.
You could at least introduce him to, well, the person you're working on
Just
right in
a
front of you.
tiny item.
Sheesh.
I've waited so many years. Do not make me wait any longer.
Yeah, I won't be looking forward to seeing you when we do meet.
Guys,
It's still gonna be a little while.
I'm pretty sure we were somewhere else. Wait, where's everyone else? Am I alone? Hey, Noir! Blonde! Vert! No one's around. Noir and Nepgear and the others are gone. What in the heck happened? If I recall, we lost to some weirdos called Gold Third. Then we suddenly were engulfed in light. And the woman who showed up in the arena at the end, wasn't that the older me? I swear she was yelling something important. She looked kinda desperate, too. This sound. Could it be? Hello?
Neptune, you're safe!
Yep, I'm still kicking.
Goodness.
What about you, Noir? Hey, by the way, where are you right now?
I have no idea, but I think I'm somewhere in Last Station. I can see some familiar scenery in the distance.
I believe I'm somewhere in Lean Box as well.
Same here. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at Louis.
Vert! Blonde! I'm so glad you two are okay.
Likewise, Neptune. But what in the world happened?
I remember making a few mistakes in battle and losing to Gold Third. So stupid. But when I came to, I was just here.
Looks like everyone's in a similar situation. I feel there's something going on that's way bigger than we could have imagined.
Are you talking about those towers?
Exactly. Those massive towers definitely weren't there before.
Towers? There aren't any.
Yeah, right behind you.
Wait! There they are! Towers! What are those giant things? And there are 4 of them.
Well, my guess is that those towers might have had something to do with this. I can't really think of a sane reason why we'd all end up where we are right now.
It would be best to return to our nations. Thankfully, we can still communicate, so we should gather your younger sisters.
Right. We're clueless. They'll be a big help.
All right. Then once we reach our respective basilicums, we will make contact again.
Got it.
Now that I know everyone's safe, I guess I'll try walking towards Planetoon. I have absolutely no idea where I am, though, so I have no idea where to go. Oh well. I get the feeling that some people are over that way. I'll go check it out.
And so, the 4 CPUs sought out their own nations, anxiously pondering the 4 strange towers now looming over game industry. This was the beginning of their story.
Indeed it is, and they changed some of it too, on how this looks, which is very nice. So choose Neptune, Noir, Blonde, or Vert for this one. And, well, honestly, I'm kind of going to stick to what I did before, and we'll do Vert's story this time. So, we'll just proceed on with Vert. The actual speak this time when you actually choose them, which
Now,
a little
you
sad
are
about that.
next. If you are worthy of becoming a soldier who will protect Leanbox, then it will be no problem for you to draw this holy sword. What's the
Yes, this
matter?
cutscene's
I can
still
comprehend the
very
part
weird.
about the holy sword
See
and
Esha
soldierly
sitting on a dog
capabilities.
man while
But
Doggo women
what
are
in
behind
heavens
her.
are you sitting on?
Him?
It's
His
the
name
freaking
is
chest
Demon.
that just
He
bucks
is,
the
as you
crap
can
out of
see,
me.
a Doggo man. Over here is Lady, a Doggo lady.
Oh, Doggo Lee, I'm
They're
sorry.
both my loyal subordinates.
Ooh, the sensation of her rear pressing against the small of my back is... Ooh.
Oh, shut up.
Go ahead.
me, I do not like you that much. I still don't today.
Dear
No,
me.
cut it
Even though
out.
this is my main story, what is this joke of a still shot? I can almost feel the world's ill will.
I'm not interested in your monologue. Time is precious. Draw the sword.
You're just harsh, aren't you?
Understood.
That's why you're kind of my least favorite of the Gold Third members. But you're with the dog and man and women, or lady though, it's still weird.
I've done it.
It's still funny in
I've
that
drawn
bit,
the
in all honesty.
holy sword.
Congratulations. You are the 983,067th wielder of the sword.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Just one moment. I'm the 983 something. Why have so many been able to draw the sword?
Do you
That's a
not
good
understand?
question, honestly.
Well, Vert, it means that you are number 983,067 of the
that,
people
but
who've drawn the sword.
Why
It's a
that
simple
many
concept.
people, though? It seems so easy.
Which means there are that many other wielders of the sword, soldiers such as I?
You need not concern yourself with that number. Including myself, it's better to have a rather large number of pawns. Now, Vert, you've officially become a lean box soldier. You'll get to work immediately. I'm assigning you a mission to suppress outside invaders.
Outside invaders? Who are these outside invaders?
It's as the name implies. There are those who pose a threat to this nation from the outside. I'll have you first fight the outsiders in a forest near the coastline. I wish for you to protect the forest for the citizens' sake. Also, accept this as a farewell gift.
100 credits? That's barely much. You cheapskate. Oh, maybe like 1,000 maybe, or I don't know, 5,000 credits at least, but 100?
100 credits? Wait, this is all I get for a parting gift?
I leave the rest to you. That is all.
Motherfucker. What the hell?
After I made contact with Neptune and the others, I journeyed toward Leanbox's Basilicon. However, the Leanbox that greeted me was merely a counterfeit of the original. It was as if I had never existed while Esha, of Gold Third as Leanbox's ruler, was adorned with love and praise from the citizens.
She's
I was
probably not
also
interested
aware
in
that
any
the
of them.
nation was being threatened by outside invaders and something called the delusionary phenomenon. This was apparently indicative of a foreign invasion, but I felt as though there was another meaning hiding beneath the surface of it all. Also, the Office of the Soldier was restructured as a more accessible profession. Leanbox designed this initiative to strengthen national security. If one has the aptitude, she is given a mission to defeat outsiders, and depending on the results, she might receive financial compensation. In order to investigate what happened to Leanbox and to get closer to Esha, I registered as a soldier. Whew. I've scoured all corners of the internet. I can't believe the existence of CPUs has been so impeccably erased. Honestly, what is this magic? Who used it? On top of all this, I'm unable to contact Neptune and the others. This is most worrying. Well, nothing will be solved by complaining. Even if my existence is known only to me, this is still Leanbox, and Leanbox is my nation.
That's true.
As her
It still is.
CPU, I must maintain my duty to her. Wait,
For now, till,
before any of that,
sort things
however,
out.
I must ascertain the security of my account on Four Goddesses
For
Online
Pete's
too.
sake.
Oh, thank goodness. My main and my sub are safe. I'm so glad the countless hundreds of hours I've played and thousands spent were not wasted. I'm sure it's because my actions on Four Goddesses Online 2 were greatly admired. Now that I've found my accounts to be safe, I can place my all into protecting Leanbox from the invaders.
You know, I still wonder if it will make a Forecastus Online 2, though, in the future. Since it did do Star Dimension Neptunia Forecastus Online, so, you never know. May happen. Yay, you can start using Scouts now. Scouts are companions who greatly support your adventure. By developing them to dungeons, you can obtain items, credits, and other useful information. You can discover new dungeons, get new scout, new route info, and increasing possible deploy scouts, requirement of hidden treasures, and discovering dangerous enemies as well. By selecting scouts once more in the main menu, you can receive a result report for returned scouts. Once scouts are reported, they will be deployed to the same dungeon. If you wish to deploy them to a different dungeon, you will need to manually deploy them again. Share capacity is a maximum amount of share energy you can accumulate. The share capacity will increase as the technology level increases. You know, in all honesty, I never checked that out till I was playing on my still playing through my file when I'm trying to still go through ranks and such. And I just now noticed it for the very first time, so I'll have to actually look at that again from here on out. The share gauge displays the percentage of shares accumulated by each nation. Each nation's CPU cannon has the ability to convert this accumulation rate into power. I'll try to remember that next time. I feel dumb for not actually looking that up lately. And technology went up, so which means I got some stuff now to get. First these to check out. My funds from Soldier War may not be enough, so I believe I'll accept some requests at the guild. Teaching is good. If we don't have to do the guild sub, we'll do it anyway. At the guild, you can accept various people's requests via quest. If you satisfy the requirements listed in the quest and report in the main menu, it will be completed. By completing quests, you can gain rewards such as items and credits. Okay. You can check the quests you have currently accepted in quests. To the left is the list of accepted quests. And to the right is the content of the currently selected quest. There's a quest a lot. You report complete quests by reward, though you can immediately receive the reward. Okay. No problem. Okay, it looks like we got one at least in Marine Chocopi. I think that's what we'll be heading to soon on our dungeon and all, so I'll go ahead and just accept it anyway. Oh yeah, they put these events now early, so you don't have to, that's actually part of the true ending requirement you need to do, by increasing Weebox's shares by like 30-40%. So yeah, they actually put it right here, right now, which is actually quite nice. I'm oversleeping a lot lately, and it's messing up my sleep patterns. Ooh, I'm so groggy. There's a nice bench right here, so perhaps I'll take a small nap. And fall asleep peacefully. Oh, wow. That was a great nap. Yeah, that's about it. Not much there to say on that one. Now then, in order to develop Weebox, I will invest a plethora of credits. If I recall, there are 3 areas I could invest in: commerce, industry, and public relations. What about game industry investment? Damn it, Vert. I suppose there wouldn't be such an on-the-nose investment area. Maybe in the future, maybe, but no. Okay, now these, they did change up a little bit more. Well, once you level these up a little more, they are going to start requiring items. Requiring items is a new thing for this. They made this a little bit harder to work with, which honestly really annoyed me. I'm not kidding. This actually kind of annoyed me doing that bit. Oh boy. We're starting 36. We got our scouts here. Oh, didn't get going Famitsu, so that's who we normally get anyway. Hidden treasure and shortcut routes on new dungeons. Okay, nice. Okay, so we also got our plans here. Actually, wow, I have a lot of iron ore. Gee whiz. Let's make these now. Got a lot of steel blocks to work with. Copper ore to make bronze blocks. Nice. Got some silver on us now to make silver blocks. Gold ore to make gold blocks. Mithril ore to make mithril blocks. And orichalcum blocks, but we don't have any other ores with that one. Oh yeah, we can make weapon strength materials, armor, costume, and there's also accessory. We actually make some bracelets too, if you like, which would be nice. Let's just make some. Boy, oh, how much it takes? Oh, 6 each. Oh boy. I'll just make 5 for now, just to show it off. Oh yeah, it's on the ear. Okay. Let's do the gold block ones. Oh, these take 2. That's actually much better. We'll start with 5 again. We'll do about. Oh, I don't have enough soft leather. Okay, I'll just do 2 of that then. Well, I can't make the leather bracelet. Oh crap. Okay, well, let's beat the Steel Bracelet. We can get something better out of this, probably. Okay, just a basic one. We'll just try this a couple times, so sometimes you can actually get a rarity out of this. Oh, shoot. Come on. Game, you're being greedy, you know? There we go. So yeah, you can get rarities out of this. You get normal, rare, super rare, or even ultra rare. We'll try one more time with this. Okay, I'm getting greedy. I'll stop. If I keep doing that, I'll keep losing all my stuff required. So yeah, these will give us nice... The rare one I got wasn't better. And this is actually... Gee whiz, there's a problem here. But those it is slightly better, but... well, let's look at this over here. Well, whatever. Okay, I'll use this. Resisting recovery from paralysis is actually nice. So that's actually a nice armor for Ferdinand. Not too shabby, honestly. Okay, we're about 30 minutes in, so I'm going to actually go ahead and stop the video for today. I was going to try and do maybe that little event there, but I don't want to keep the game going a little too long. Don't want to keep going over 30 minutes or something like that. But anyway, next everybody, we're going to begin Bert's story and make some progression through it. Until then, later folks.